Hi, besties! The summer update is coming out in a week. Yes, you didn't hear that. And with this update, new codes. And also a new set and challenges in Style Showdown. And most importantly, we even know the release date of the update. And at the end, there will be a secret bonus with 3 ways to get the IP for free. So watch this video to the end so you don't miss anything. Let's not wait and get started soon. In the upcoming summer update, we are 100% getting a new quest. This isn't just a theory anymore. It's practically confirmed thanks to a teaser that the developers recently posted. In it, we see Lana playing with a small toy boat. At first glance, the video seems ordinary and uneventful. Lana simply moves the boat around randomly in the water for 6 straight minutes without saying a word. But if you look closer, you'll notice that this video is hiding more than it shows. The first clue is in the video's duration, exactly 6 minutes and 28 seconds. That number isn't random. If we interpret it as a date, it reads 6/28, which very likely points to June 28th. This might be the official release date of the new quest. But there's an even stronger clue hidden in the video's description. If you take all the capital letters from the description and put them together, they spell the word quest. This is a clear message from the developers, confirming that what we're looking at isn't just a simple video but a teaser for an upcoming in-game quest. So at this point, we can confidently say that a quest is coming. Now let's go back to the winter quest for a moment. Remember that secret scene you could unlock through the fountain? At the very end of that scene, Lana is seen sailing away on a boat, saying goodbye to someone and hinting that they may never see each other again. It's possible that this new video is referencing that scene. Perhaps it's a continuation of that story. Or maybe it's meant to expand on it. Of course, this is just my theory, but wouldn't it be amazing if the developers are weaving a connected storyline across different seasonal updates? Let me know in the comments what you think. Is there a deeper link between the two? And while the quest might be the biggest highlight of the summer update, it's certainly not the only thing we'll be getting. Let's take a look at what else might be included in this exciting new chapter. So recently we received a major update dedicated to the cultures of the world. But summer is just around the corner, which means there's another big update on the horizon, the summer one. I'll tell you the release date a bit later, but for now, let's take a look at all the exciting features we might expect from it. Just a few days ago, the developers posted a tweet asking players to share their ideas and wishes for the game. This is something they often do before an update to collect feedback and add the most popular suggestions. Let's go over what the community is asking for the most. The first and most requested change is related to the issue of unfair voting during rounds. Many players suggested limiting the ability to give low scores to help prevent toxic behavior. Fortunately, the developers are already working on a solution. They even shared their initial concept, which you can pause and read if you're interested. Hopefully, this will lead to a much fairer voting system soon. The second most common request is the ability to save hairstyle combinations. It's something that players have been asking for repeatedly. Creating the perfect hairstyle combo during a round can take a lot of time, and being able to save those styles for future use would be a real game changer. Another idea that gained a lot of support is a game pass that lets players save their accessories and hairstyle combos created using the adjustment feature. This would be especially useful for those who love to create unique, detailed outfits, but often run out of time during rounds to recreate them from scratch. And lastly, one of the most exciting player concepts is the idea of adding magic or magical effects to outfits. Just imagine how stunning that could look on the runway. I know for sure that if something like this gets added to the game, I'd use it in every single look. Now let's find out when the summer update will be released. After all, the developers recently accidentally revealed its release date. Wenby posted the announcement about the cultural update on the official Discord server. She mentioned that all the new items would remain available to players who log into the game from the time of this update until the release of the next one, the summer update. That gave us an important clue. If we check the game page, we can see that the current update is scheduled to run until May 23rd. At first glance, it might seem like the summer update will launch immediately after that, in just 2 days, but it's not that simple. Looking back, last year's summer update was released on June 29, 2024. This suggests that the developers may follow a similar timeline this year. For one, they usually announce release dates at least a week in advance. And more importantly, June 29th falls on a Saturday this year. I'm sure many of you have noticed that we haven't received any new updates for the Style Showdown mode in quite some time. It's felt a bit neglected lately, but good news! The developers are actively working on the next update and have already shared a few exciting announcements about what we can expect. First of all, it looks like the old set, which players could earn by placing first 3 times in a row, will be removed. Instead, a new seasonal system is going to be introduced. Each season will offer a unique set as a reward, but once the season ends, that set will be replaced by a completely new one. This is a fantastic idea because once you earn the current set, there's usually little reason to keep playing the mode. Seasonal rewards will bring back long-term motivation and a reason to stay engaged. To make gameplay even more exciting, the developers are also introducing brand new types of challenges during the rounds. Here are a few they've already announced. Force duos, you'll be paired with a random player and have to create your outfit together, testing your coordination and creativity. Mixed controls, the control keys will be shuffled, meaning you'll have to figure out new ways to move and act. Lights off, the entire map will be dark, with only your avatar glowing faintly. This will create a totally different vibe. Desaturate, the whole game will turn black and white, forcing players to focus more on shape, layering, and detail rather than color. But that's not all. Players themselves have already started coming up with their own challenge ideas, and some of them are really clever. I'm going to show you a few of these fan concepts as well, because who knows, maybe the devs will be inspired and actually add some of them to the game. Blurred screen, the screen is blurred so you don't really know what you're doing. Invisi items, the items are invisible so you don't know what you're putting on. Limited colors, one color can only use a limited range of colors in your outfit. I personally really like the idea with the Lights OFF and Desaturate challenges. What do you think? Write in the comments. And since we're already talking about the upcoming summer update, let's take a moment to dream and explore some of the possible items we might see included. Specifically, let's look at unreleased content from last year, things that were shown as sneak peeks but, for some reason, never made it into the game. Maybe this summer will finally be their time to shine. The first item is a stylish top that looks perfect for the warm season. I especially love the detail with the chains that drape around the neck. It gives off a modern and elegant vibe that fits perfectly with the summer aesthetic. Next are these high platform sandals. Since the game currently lacks a good variety of beach footwear, I would absolutely love to see something like this added. They're trendy and seem very fitting for hot summer looks. And of course, nothing says summer like a swimsuit. It would be amazing to have one in the game, but unfortunately, that's unlikely. Dress to impress is, after all, a kid-friendly game, and including swimwear might go against its content policies. The fourth item is a beautiful dress with transparent sleeves. I'm totally in love with it. It's delicate, airy, and would work perfectly for layering, giving your outfits a light and breezy summer touch. Another unreleased item comes from an update originally meant for a brother character, a basic denim skirt. but with matching undergarments. This could be an excellent addition for beach-themed outfits, though again, due to the game's content guidelines, it might never be officially added. Lastly, we have a super cute pair of leg warmers and sleeves with little bows. I think these would be perfect for adding a fun and sweet vibe to summer looks and giving players more ways to customize their style. And that's just a small sample of the items we might expect in the upcoming update. In fact, not long ago, the developers showed off a huge number of sneak peeks that have yet to be added to the game. So let's take a look back at all those unreleased pieces right before I show you how you can get the IP for free. Let's take a look at what awaits us. First, we have these beautiful accessories that were shown in the promo content. They looked stunning and full of detail, but so far, we haven't seen them in the shop or the customization menu. Hopefully, they'll still be added soon because they really stood out and seemed quite special. The first item is this luxurious headdress in the form of a kokoshnik, which is decorated with gold ornaments and ruby stones. The next accessory is an incredible hand mirror, which is made in the same style, gold with rubies. I wonder if you can see the reflection there. And the last one, this is such a staff that complements the collection, with a very expressive and cute heart made of red ruby on top. I especially love the idea of the mirror. It would be amazing if it came with multiple toggles, allowing different placement variations in hand or even different angles. That would add more customization and creativity to outfit creation. To be honest, I think these will be quest rewards. But the quest itself hasn't even been released yet, but I really hope the developers won't make us wait too long. We also didn't receive the student cap that was announced quite a while ago. It appeared in previews and promotional images several updates ago, but still hasn't made it into the game. The same goes for the new cape from the set we were already shown in-game, even featured on 2 characters at once. That made it feel even more like something that was just around the corner, yet it's still unavailable in the shop. In one of the developer Q&A videos, a new dress briefly appeared in the background. This particular dress had even been mentioned on the developer's official Twitter, where they stated it would be a future rework of an existing Robux set. Despite that announcement, the dress hasn't been added to the game yet, which is a bit surprising considering it seemed ready for release. We also still haven't seen the new patterns that were previewed before the update. In particular, I'm sad about the pearlescent petal pattern because I think it would have fit beautifully with many different outfits, especially magical or spring-inspired ones. A total of 3 patterns were previewed, but none of them have made it into the game so far. Players are still interested in when the duo poses promised to us will be released. But Zach replied that unfortunately he is currently having some problems with the release of these poses, but they should definitely be released. Let's remember what these poses are. Muscular pose. Pose to hold a partner in your arms. Hug pose. Pose to hold a partner on your back. Selfie pose. Also, during a discussion in the official Discord chat, someone asked whether we can expect more packs. Bplace responded with a yes, so now we're left wondering what exactly that means. Are we getting new pose packs, new walk styles, or maybe something entirely new? I'm personally very curious to find out. And many are wondering where the same plus-size bodies that we were promised last year are. Well, don't worry, they will be added, but unfortunately only at the end of 2025, so we're waiting. We are also waiting for a new massive collaboration with celebrities. The developers have been telling us about it since the beginning of the year. Who do you think it will be? Sabrina Carpenter or someone from K-pop? Write in the comments. And now let's move on to the most anticipated part, 3 ways to get into VIP for free. First, you need to purchase the Troll Pose Pack, which costs 2,900 in-game currency. You'll probably need it later. You need to come to the entrance to the VIP room. Then choose the Faith pose from this pose pack. Get close to this wall and look at yourself through the wall. At the moment when you see your feet, turn on the pose, and you will find yourself in the VIP room. That's how easy it is to get to the VIP room. And now you can use all the things from it. But here's the second last method, which may be easier for some, and it doesn't require you to buy an additional pack of poses. First, you need to leave the main building and look to the left. Here you will see a fence and a bush that you need to jump on. And then from this bush, you can easily jump onto the roof of the building as shown in the video. Next, we need to go to this section. Something strange is happening here, but let's not get distracted. Now we need to get to the place between these two columns. And look carefully, here you can see a button by pressing which you will get to the dressing room. And as you can see, this dressing room is located in the VIP hall, and you can wear something from here. And here is the third, completely new way to get to the VIP room during the round, so that you can wear things from there and take first places with them. To begin with, you need to climb to the highest point on the map. You can also do it in parkour. But it is not always possible to find a parkour in which there is a point higher than the one I will show you now. You need to go to the leaderboard and find this vase. Now you need to jump on it and jump on the leaderboard itself. And from here, crouch down on the highest part of this column. Voila! Everything is almost ready. Now we wait for the round to start. And when there are the last seconds before the round, you need to start jumping as quickly as you can. As you can see, in this way, we ended up on the roof, right at the beginning of the round. And you have enough time to get here where I will show you. Here is the VIP room itself. And you just need to jump there, that's all. You are at your destination. The new update certainly has a lot of secrets and hidden things that few people notice, so let me show you them now. These gorgeous earrings in Thailand are hard to see at first glance because they hang off the side of the mannequin, making them hard to see. They look incredible, but they are not always visible under thick hair. The next inconspicuous thing is the fan in Spain. It is in the hand of the mannequin, and therefore it is difficult to see, but it is a very beautiful thing that can be used not only in thematic images. Quite an interesting and unusual thing is the neck rings in Nigeria, which are also quite difficult to notice if you don't know about it. Because of their size and color, they blend in with the top. But this is a very beautiful and integral item of Nigerian culture. Next we go to Scotland, and here we are interested into items. Gaiters in Scotland really few people noticed because they are very low to the floor and also merge with the color of this floor. This is a very practical and interesting item that can be used by a male character. The next thing from Scotland is a men's belt bag, which also few people notice because its color merged with the color of the kilt. Here is how it looks on the body. And new items are hidden not only among the new sets. First, let's discuss the update itself, and then move on to all the secrets. We also have two new accessories. The first one is in the headwear section. It's a turban. I can already imagine how many looks you can create with it and the ability to move objects. And the second accessory is on the mannequin with a long dress. This is a new variation of the hijab, which is currently on the stand. But the developers also left the old version as a second toggle. As part of this update, we also received 2 new limited time codes, which unfortunately are no longer available. However, they were quite special. These outfits were originally designed for the Lunar New Year celebration and were inspired by traditional Chinese clothing. Because of their cultural significance and popularity, the developers decided to bring the codes back for an additional 48 hours. By redeeming the code, players could receive a beautiful festive dress, a matching men's shirt, and a traditional hanfu outfit that could be worn by both male and female avatars. It was a wonderful addition to any player's wardrobe, especially for those who enjoy collecting culturally themed items. Although the code has now expired, many players managed to claim these unique pieces, and there's a good chance we'll see similar opportunities in future updates. And one last thing worth mentioning, the codes. While technically we haven't missed them yet, it's important to know that they can disappear at any time. The developers have already started removing codes that are over a year old, so I strongly recommend entering all the active ones as soon as possible to avoid missing out on any free items. CHOP1E_1S_B for CK. LANA. Lihesh. C for Ma for Lay. And 3RM for Id. D1 Orst for R. Sub 15 Psi. B3APL for YS_D L1E. Ella. Megan Place Boots. Lanabo. Lanitutu. S3M_OW3 and _Y for Y. Ibelislay. Belalislay. Creek. It's just Nicholas. Amoy. Takus. Kichu. Ashley Bunny. Laboots. 1Con1CF Fortma. And if you haven't entered the 2 new codes from the pedal update yet, here they are. The first available code is Angle-Tanked, but you have to be very careful because the second letter is actually replaced by the number 4. By redeeming this code, we will receive an adorable motorcycle helmet. We will take a closer look at it in a moment. Now let's enter the second code, which is called Enchantedizy. Here as well, attention is needed because the first D is replaced by the number 3, and the letter I is replaced by the number 1. By using this code, we will get a colorful rainbow magic wand. Let's take a closer look at these items. The first item was the helmet with cute cat ears. It looks extremely adorable and futuristic at the same time. I am sure this accessory will become very useful in many themed rounds, adding extra brightness and uniqueness to any outfit. The second item is a magic wand that can be held in either hand thanks to the toggle system. When you hold it and move around, a trail with magical VFX effects will follow your character. I really like this item for how impressive it looks and for the way it brings a special touch to any outfit. That's everything I wanted to show you today. I hope this video was helpful and that you now feel more confident exploring the new update and knowing what to look out for. Don't forget to redeem all the codes while they're still active. Also, keep an eye out for upcoming news because some of the previewed items might still arrive in future mini updates. As always, I'd love to see your support. Make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and hit the notification bell so you never miss any game updates. See you in the next video. Bye-bye, besties.